Honest J. Nowak. Oh yeah.
A pleasure to meet y'all at last, and welcome back to Flying with the Foam on HJN. And now for today's part in Flying with the Foam, well, the notepad is here again. But this time around, I feel like I should start getting back on into larger size blasters. And let's look no further than, well, a much more recent pick-me-up that I basically was able to get on eBay for only 32 bucks. The Zombie Strike Ghoulgrinder. This is in fact one of the most recent that we've gotten in the Zombie Strike series so far, with the most recent one being the Contractor. Maybe I'll talk about that some other time. Because after all, that blaster does come in the same sort of sub-series as the Revolternator, which I'll also talk about soon. But anyways, the Ghoulgrinder is basically just another original Zombie Strike blaster out there. No sub-series or whatnot, but this is just the pure Zombie Strike that we know since 2013. And being that the series is still going now, I mean, I was only 14 when the series began in summer 2013. Now at 21 going on 22 here, this is just incredible. 7 to 8 years of, well, having a series like this. It seems that Hasbro certainly will not be losing any ideas when it comes to the manufacturing of Zombie Strike based blasters. I guess designs are going to start pouring in all over the place from now on. And this is basically just what you get if you combine Nerf with a grinder. This is basically just a gigantic sort of grinding tool that you could use to basically sharpen weapons like blades and knives and scalpels perhaps. And in all honesties, I feel like that this idea has been well constructed. The way this blaster works is that, well, this giant grinder piece right here just acts as a reservoir for 10 darts to be loaded in at the same time. And this is a pretty clever way, actually. They just have them sticking out so this way it oscillates forward. But of course, the way to do it is to just pull back on this large black piece, and there you go. Honestly, the way I see this, I feel like the Zombie Strike series probably will not die. Not for a long time. And the way that the Ghoulgrinder pretty much just gives us different ideas, who knows? Maybe there could be a blaster that's probably based on something different. Like another tool, or another appliance of some sorts. I don't really know. I guess we'll see in the future if Hasbro is in fact going to be coming out with anything different when it comes to Zombie Strike blasters in their entirety. But you know what? The Ghoulgrinder certainly does work, just as you'd expect. Although I should also mention that, well, there's dart storage on the top. 5 extra darts you could load into this, like so. So it kind of takes the idea of some other 2020 blasters, like the Ultra 3, as well as a couple of the Super Blasters. So of course, I feel like that the usage of dart storage on the blasters themselves is probably going to be a little gimmick or a convenient, helpful usage of the blaster's extra plastic at some point. It might actually be a permanent usage of designs from this point on. Maybe not all of them, but just most of them. And then of course there's a detachable stock. But of course, let's also not forget that, well, I didn't actually notice this until I actually unboxed this, but there's also a barrel adapter. I don't really know. But I suppose it actually could work pretty well. I might actually add the Scavenger's barrel onto it to kind of act like a suppressor. Who knows for sure. And of course there's also a tactical rail on the top. It's a little short, but you probably could fit most, well, attachments on there if you so chose to do so. So, in all honesties, well, This is the Zombie Strike Ghoulgrinder. And well, that's pretty much it for flying with the foam. That right there was a nice pick-me-up that I was able to get my hands on, but, well, you could expect the Revoltinator and Contractor to also show up here in Flying with the Foam in the future. But until any of that happens, I'm Jay Nowak, and this has been Honest Jay Nowak. If you want to see more go down on my channel, then make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media, and stay on the Hollywood side.